lot of the time when a choreographer is designing a fight, they will think about the characters that they have fighting in it. So what would this person do? What would that person do? Or they'll think of the shape they want the fight to be in and kind of say, this is where I want to end, this is where I want to start. Sometimes when I'm making a fight, I'll just kind of have two swords and figure out what they want to do. And all of these are different, interesting ways to do it, but I want to try something new. What I want to do is fully suit up in gear and fence Ray, and then look at that footage and see if we can design a fight based on what's happening there. So like the most real fight that I can make with swords. So with that said, let's suit up. So we're gonna fence some longsword and see what happens. Remember, Ray's still a newer student at this, but I think it's gonna give us, you know, a good look at some realistic fencing and how we can make a fight. So it was a pretty fun fight. It was interesting. So Ray very much stuck kind of in one guard because, again, he's only fenced a few times. This wasn't like supposed to be the most amazing fencing match. It was more to see kind of like how could we turn this into choreography. This isn't an excuse, but I got the flu shot yesterday and it hit me pretty hard, so I'm tired. So I hung out most of the time, just kind of in my thumb guard. I did a lot of evasion. I did a lot of distance management. So a lot of times Ray would be there, and he'd go for an attack, and I would just like move out of range with a little retreat. So that was interesting. My character is gonna be, I think my character is gonna be like a sneaky, mean, like experienced fencer who's like, yeah, I'm going to kill you. Huh? I'm French. I don't know. I'm not gonna be French. And then Ray is gonna be probably, he's very aggressive. He was very much trying to control the fight, so we're gonna make him kind of a naive youth who's ready to fight and possibly die. So yeah, I don't know how we're gonna end this, but here we go. We're gonna build some choreo. So here's kind of what we came up with based on the fight that we had together. Instead of like making Ray get a touch and then reset or whatever, we're going to make it so that if he would make a mistake that would lead to a touch normally, he kind of staggers back and the fight continues. But we wanted to have that kind of on again, off again fighting thing where we're testing each other's guards and it's not constant action because that's not super realistic. So here's what we came up with. I'm in this low guard. He cuts to my head, I block here, and I kind of come in, he throws it away, and we reset. I come around his hand, he blocks that, I use distance. He goes for a parry, I let him seed that parry, not here, and he staggers back a little bit. I come in here again, and this is where I thrust, he beats it away, I use distance, and on my way back, I cut his arm a little bit. Not enough to stop the fight, just a little cut. Still gonna be a lot of pain. I change up to my high guard, he goes to block this, he comes and attacks me here, I go here, he goes to a 4, I come in here and I hit him in the back with Svercho, he staggers away, and then we reset here. He's pretty hurt at this point, he's been hit twice, which is probably too much. So I'm gonna go for a feint thrust, he's gonna go for it. I try to go for the feint thrust, I deceive and I thrust with the offhand, a favorite move of mine. And I get him in the back, and that's the end of the fight. Quick and dirty, kind of like how a real fight would be, with a little bit of cinematic extravagance to make it interesting. But I do want this to be kind of a quick fight, because sword fights are fast, they're not a lot of exchanges. And if you notice there wasn't a lot of back and forth parrying. Now we're gonna go ahead and shoot this with some camera work and see how it looks.